was a study that was done that said the average attention span of an adult is 8 seconds. So the average attention span is 8 seconds, then why are we still making 3-hour movies? I can't focus for that long. I can't even focus on a plate of free food for that long. It's Sharana from Pair Weights, and today I'm going to be reviewing Blade Runner 2049. So Blade Runner 2049 is the sequel to Ridley Scott's 1982 Blade Runner starring Harrison Ford. So in this sequel, we find ourselves with Kai, played by Ryan Gosling, who is a Blade Runner himself, is basically investigating a lead on a case. And as he's handling that lead, he kind of makes another shocking discovery, which leads to another shocking discovery after shocking discovery, and then it's kind of just this like big deal like case that's basically going to decide like how civilization turns out in the next few years. And that's pretty much all I'm going to give you on the plot of the movie. Don't want to give spoilers or anything like that. The movie's only been out for 24 hours. So let me go into what I liked about the film. I thought Ryan Gosling did an amazing job in this movie. And this is really his movie. If you guys are going thinking that you're going to see Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford through the majority of the movie, that is not the case. I want to make sure you have the right expectations. Harrison Ford is only in a small portion of this film, closer towards the end of the movie, and I actually like that. This movie didn't follow the typical 2017 sequels of let's throw everybody from the old one into the new one and give them unnecessary stories just to make an excuse as why we paid them this money to come show up. And I really appreciated that. And this is not an action movie. It does have a few scenes of action, and when it's there, it's nice, but there is a story and a plot to like get through. Now, one of the issues that I did have with that is the pacing is very off in this film. I really think that they could have took a strong 45 minutes out of this film and it would have had the same effect and you would have been able to figure out everything in the same way. And I think that's what's going to lead to the mixed reviews on the sequel, will be for those who thought that the movie was just way too long and it just kind of dragged in certain parts of the film. But visually, this film was very beautiful to look at. I really enjoy how they built upon what Ridley Scott did in the 1982's Blade Runner. It was kind of a darker world, and it kind of expanded upon that with the technology of what it would look like 30 years later, but they also added in more vibrancy of color. So it was just more, it was more stunning, it was more beautiful just to see like the different parts of the world. So other than that, I'm trying to think. Oh, the other issue that I did have with the film would have to be, I wanted it to be a little bit more philosophical. You know, in the first movie, they talk about the issues with the replicants basically not being treated as human and having rights. I mean, these replicants were created to basically be slaves to help rebuild civilization for the humans. And they introduced a new plot line into that story, which I really felt they could have built on that whole idea. Like, okay, well, if this can happen, like, should they basically be given rights? Like, should we stop treating them as slaves? Is this morally wrong? Or is it, no, we created them. We made them. Like, they have no rights. They forfeited that. And I really wanted them to expand upon that in the sequel. And I thought they were going to do it for a little moment. And then they're just like, well, you know, if we get another sequel, we'll do it then. And I think they kind of missed the mark on that. That's just my personal opinion. But overall, I would still say pay to go see this movie. I thought it was a very well done sequel. I think if you just excuse the pacing issues, it's still a good movie. I don't know, masterpiece like everybody's been saying. I didn't feel that blown away, but then again, a lot of people didn't feel blown away by the first Blade Runner until a couple of years later. I don't think the movie is that revolutionary as the first one. That's just me. But you know, that's on me. And then also too, for those who are asking, I know a lot of people are asking, do I need to watch the original Blade Runner? Yes, you do. You can watch the director's cut or you can watch the theatrical release. Either or will be fine, but I think in order for you to understand some of the plot points of this movie and just to have the same reactions when you see these old characters, I really do think that you need to watch the first movie. But as always, my name is Sharana Williams from Pair Weight, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share it with your friends, and I will see you soon.